dogs are so cute. They just love going to the wall. Do you know you're going to the wall, Lily? Do you know? There it is. Go, go, go. Go to the wall. Hi. Hello my friends, I'm here at Climb Yeg, and today I'm going to do a little training session. It is an absolutely gorgeous day, and it's also the beginning of spring, so what a way to bring in the spring than with an outdoor dry tooling session. So I've really been thinking, is this sport going to be in the 2030 Olympics? There is a lot going on behind the scenes that I don't really know about, but the UIAA, the Competition Ice Climbing Organization, is really working hard to get competition ice climbing into the 2030 Olympics. So it's 2026. That means we have 4 years to train and get ready for the potential 2030 inclusion in the Olympics. So that means that we got to start grinding now. Even sport climbing and bouldering have only made an appearance in the Olympics as of recent years. This is now even taking it a step further, competition ice climbing. There aren't too many places to do it right now. Climb Yeg being one of the only facilities in Canada, even North America, to be able to do this. So I feel very fortunate and lucky to be able to do this right here in my hometown. Right now, we host one of the Ice Climbing World Cups. It actually just passed. It happened a couple weekends ago and it was epic. I was sick, so I actually didn't make it. I made it out to 2 World Cups this year, one being Korea, and then the second one for me was in Colorado, and I had the best time. I made it to semifinals, and I actually promised myself if I ever make it to semifinals, then I have to at least train and give it my all for 1 more year. And then I also said I was going to do it for 1 more year following this. So now I have to do this for at least 2 years. And honestly, now that it's going to be potentially included in the 2030 Olympics and it's actually seriously being considered, does that mean I have to commit to this for another 4 years? Potentially? I mean, it's kind of hard to say no when literally this facility is in the city I live in. I also forgot to mention that currently in the Olympics, each country is only able to send 2 of their top female and male athletes. So even if competition ice climbing does get included into the 2030 Olympics, it absolutely does not guarantee my spot. And so that is why I am here today, training, grinding. And I am excited to have you here. I'm excited to show you what this sport is all about. And if you are interested in following along on my journey, I would love for you to join this amazing community of ice climbers, sport climbers, boulderers, and just general outdoor enthusiasts, and subscribe and follow along for more. All right, let's get to this training session. All right, so this is our little staging area here. We have this little deck, and just behind you, we have the bouldering area. First things first, helmet. Always wear a helmet in this facility. There's just too many hanging things, like sharp volumes and tools and things. So anyway, helmet. My boots. And my tools, which I keep wrapped up nice and tight. So I have this dry bag on here because I wrap my tools with grip tape or tennis tape. You really only get about 30 hours of climbing on your grip tape, especially if it's tennis tape. And I really don't want wear and tear to come from my backpack as opposed to my hands, because then I have to replace the tape and I ain't got time for that. And these are my Jet Bs. I love them. And then also they have the Dragon pick cover, which was carved by my friend Nam Su. And these tools are created by my friend Min. I'm obsessed. I don't let anybody climb on them. And actually, you're not technically supposed to let anybody climb on your tools just because of the weight difference. You don't want somebody bending them or even just wearing out the picks, because you'd be surprised. The picks can wear down pretty fast, especially when you're sharpening them often. I have these pick covers, or these front point covers, on my boots, and I'll take them off. There. I have this cute bag. I climb like a girl, try to keep up. Very cute. And in here I have my gloves and I have my glasses. These are just simple safety glasses. Last summer I almost took out my eye. I hit myself right between the eyebrows, and I'm not willing to lose my vision for this sport. The matching girls. let's do it. Look at that cutie girl. What the hecky? You love this place, don't you? Here's the wall. We've got two towers. So this is our south tower. And this is the north tower. And this is the center tower. Here's the remnants of what the ice wall was. We just ran the Ice Climbing World Cup, and the center wall is for speed ice, which is a crazy, crazy sport. Oh my goodness. If you've ever watched speed ice, like I'm there having a heart attack for these people because I just never know who's going to stab themselves. It's like speed rock climbing, but even crazier because they use these tools called Fifi hooks. They honestly look like a meat hook. They're super sharp, and you essentially like run up the wall grabbing the ice with these meat hooks. These are Fifi hooks, and these, like, look at these things. Okay, let me put these down. What in the heck? Okay, so here, take a look at these. These are Fifi hooks. We actually have these here for sale at the wall, but these are the Krukenogi Fifi hooks. And come on, like, look at how sharp that is. Those are so sharp. I don't speed climb for many reasons. One being that I am very scared to impale myself. There's a good chance that it's going to be combined format if this does go to the Olympics. So combined lead and speed. And that freaks me the hell out. Because if I'm training to potentially try out for the Team Canada that goes to the Olympics, I'm going to have to figure out how to do speed. But look at these things, oh my god. Now, for my warm-up, I typically will do a very structured warm-up, and I do 3 sets of dead hangs, 3 sets of scat pulls, and then 3 sets of pull-ups, and I do them all timed, actually, and I just like to use this app called Train Heroic for my timer, but you can use any sort of timer. 9 rounds, 30 seconds of work, and then a 1 minute rest between, and it's as easy as that. So let's do it. And I swear I usually do this with music. It's not just dead silent. Sometimes you just need to think about your life deeply while you do your Drytooling warm-up. Okay, rest. Cool, and I will do that another 2 times before I get into my scat pulls. So between sets, I'll talk about my tools. These are my Jet Bs. They are very different from the typical tool. What's most notable about these is the handles. So this is a very different style of handle because typically on comp tools, even ice climbing tools, you'll see only 2 positions. You'll see first and second position, whereas these have this middle position here. So now you can essentially switch hands a lot easier into scat pulls. My scat pulls off camera, and then I'll come back and show you my pull-ups. Alright, I'm gonna finish the rest of my warm-up, and then I will come back and let's do some climbing. So I realized my camera died while I was doing my warm-up climbs. So I'm just gonna insert a little portrait video here of my warm-up climbs that I was doing. I did manage to get it on my phone in portrait, but here we go. But yeah, I just pretty much just climbed around. I just climbed around and did some hard moves, and I'm just trying to get warm and ready for this drill. So the next drill that I'm doing with my weight vest on is basically weighted timed moves. So I need to make a move every 7 seconds, and I'm gonna do 20 rounds, basically 40 moves of 7 seconds. And the point of this is, it's a pacing drill. The point of this is to make sure that you can move fast even when you're really tired. Near the end of this drill, I typically get really tired, and it's so painful because you're really pumped and you still have to move fast. But it's an excellent pacing drill. I'm gonna do 2 rounds of that, but let's do it. It should go by pretty fast. 7 seconds, not a lot of time. Oh my god. My hands are gonna fall off. I'm so pumped. And my hands. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. That drill is hard. I'm still very pumped. So I'm gonna rest, and then I'm gonna do a second round of that. Yay. Lily has decided that my Canada jacket is her bed. And you know what? I'm totally cool with that. Round 2. Why am I excited? I'm not excited for this. I'm dead. Now that I'm done with my weighted vest drill, I'm going to practice a couple hard moves. Insert video here. So I practice some Gastons and some Stein pull reaches. Some big reaches basically from a Stein pull. So those are typically more challenging moves. Gastons are often seen in comps. And they're also just very tensiony full body moves. So I like to drill those. And now lastly, I'm gonna, a little cherry on top. Of course, we have to finish off the session with some core. Because is it really training if you aren't really tired and sore after? So for core, we're doing bicycle, leg lifts, in and out, plank. And usually I do these for time, but my phone is dead. So I'm just gonna do them for reps. And the beautiful thing about this core workout is that there's no rest between sets. We're doing 3 sets of this. Third and final set. Holy shit. Who would have known? Hold on. That means also just finished training, which is very exciting. So that is it for today's training session. I'm pretty tired and I want to go home and go eat a whole bunch of food and protein. So what do we think? Is this actually going to make it to the 2030 Olympics? I don't know. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you think. And also, if you're interested in following along on my journey, I would love for you to subscribe and like this video. I'm super stoked about posting a lot of training videos, a lot of educational things. So follow along for more, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye.